If you haven't heard of this delicious Middle Eastern dessert before, then you're in luck. Basbousa is my all-time favorite dessert. It's sweet, rich, and decadent, but extremely easy to make. It's made from farina, which is finely milled wheat, mixed with butter, sugar, and heavy cream. Today I'm going to share with you the Egyptian version of the basbousa. Hey chefs, if this is the first time you see me, my name is Miriam. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell button to get notified with all the new recipes. Let's make basbousa. We start with the syrup to let it cool down while we're making the basbousa. It's 1.5 cups of sugar, 2 cups of water, a packet of vanilla sugar or a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Leave it to boil on medium heat, and once it starts boiling, leave it for 5 minutes, then turn off the heat and set it aside to cool down. Then to make the actual basbousa, in a non-stick pan add 1 cup of sugar, level it as much as possible and leave it on low heat to melt. At the beginning, try not to touch it or stir it, just swirl the pan on low heat and leave it to melt. If it clumps up, don't worry, just stir it on low heat, keep stirring until everything is smooth and melted. Then add half a cup of clarified butter or ghee. Preferably use ghee. If you don't have it, butter will be fine. Mix it and don't worry if it doesn't mix all the way. Then add 1 cup of heavy cream and mix again. Don't worry, it will clump up on you. Keep stirring on low heat until everything is smooth and melted. Once everything is melted, set it aside. Then we're going to work on the powdered milk. This step you can actually do at the very beginning before you even start. I forgot, but it's okay. I just set aside the mixture of the sugar and the heavy cream, and then I start working on the powdered milk. Again, in a non-stick pan, I added 2 tablespoons of the powdered milk, and then I started to fry it. It will clump up on you, don't worry, just keep stirring and try to break it up until you see that it's taking a beautiful golden color. In a separate bowl and a fine sieve, start sifting the powdered milk after it cools down a little. You can use a spatula to press on it, or a whisk, or a pair of gloves and use your hands. Just make sure it's all sifted. Then I'll go back to the sugar mixture. Put it back on very low heat just to heat up the mixture, and then add the farina and the powdered milk. I'll leave all the measurements in the description box below. Mix everything together and make sure everything is well combined, then turn the heat off. Meanwhile, prepare the pan that you're going to cook the basbousa in. Butter it and then add the basbousa, and then flatten it. Make sure it's leveled as much as possible. We don't want it to be too thick or too thin. Then we're going to cut it before it goes into the oven, and then cut it after it comes out of the oven. You can cut it whatever shape you like. You can actually add some nuts to it if you'd like. My husband and kids don't like nuts, so I keep it plain. Then add it to your preheated oven for about 14 to 18 minutes. Each oven is different, so keep an eye on it until it comes out with a beautiful golden color all around. Then once it comes out of the oven, make sure you go back on the same lines you cut before and recut it again. Then immediately drench it in the syrup that we made earlier. You can use as much or as little of the syrup as you want. I use about half of it. If you want to add more, then you can add more. Then the patience. You have to leave it for at least 4 or 5 hours. I was impatient. I only waited half an hour to show it to you. It was still amazing. It's caramely and nutty with a little bit of gritty texture. I cannot describe how good it is. You have to try it for yourself to believe how good it is. Every time I make it, it brings back so many good memories with my parents and sisters and extended family around the table during Christmas or Easter, each and every one of us trying to get a bigger piece. Try it out. Bon appétit, or as we say in Egypt, بألف هنا وشفا.